Hello and welcome back to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 19, Week 4, Round 2. My opponent this round is named Denislav. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, on the hotbot overview, I have almost all of the green on my side. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Denislav is not a bad player at all. He's got 681,000 lifetime banners, which is quite a bit. All of his other stats paint a picture of someone who plays GAC consistently, participates, and is pretty successful. And his ratio of defense versus offensive wins is actually higher than mine. So I'm expecting at least a decent defense here. When we look at the roster comparison, he's got about 100,000 more overall GP than I do. My top 80 and top 65 are both a smidge higher than his. I've got 12 more Zetas and a little more speed. I've got the advantage on Gear 13s by 7 and 1 more Gear 12. Honestly, all of these numbers are pretty close. Our rosters are fairly similar. But our mods are not. I have a pretty large advantage when it comes to mods. I have almost 100 more 6-dot mods total, and I have way more mods with high-speed secondaries. Relics were almost identical, 195 to 193. He does have more tier 7 and tier 6 relics than I do, but when I add up from tier 5 and above, he's got 21 characters and I've got 20. So more mine are tier 5 and more his are tier 7, but again, fairly similar. Sticking with the theme of similar, looking at our meta characters, we both have Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke. All of the other characters are very similar here as well. And then ships also, we both have 7-star, Malevolence, and Negotiator. So, since our rosters are so comparable, what about his roster sticks out to me to make it different? Well, we're running the exact same squad arena team, but there are some interesting choices he's made. Most of these characters all seem very standard. Most of these other characters he needed in order to get Jedi Master Luke. He's got tier 5 on Darth Revan, which is the same as me. But you can see he started working on some of the other requirements for other galactic legends. Emperor Palpatine is already Relic 7, which you need for both Sith Eternal Emperor and for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Then we look down here, he's got his crew is Relic 2. That may or may not be for a galactic legend, but his Sidious is already Relic 3. His Stark is already Relic 3 as well. So it makes me think so is his Veers. So it makes it look like he's going for Sith Eternal Emperor. And when we look at his Empire, it looks like that should be the case. But he's already got these ones relicked. But then like Royal Guard is not even to Gear 12. Krennic is not to Gear 12 yet either. So he's got these ones that are lagging behind. And if we look at his First Order, it doesn't look like he's really going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at all. Nor does it look like he's going for Kenobi yet either. So if I had to guess, he's gearing up for Sith Eternal Emperor, but he's doing it in that way where I think it's way smarter to get everybody to Gear 12 or maybe Gear 13 Relic 0, and then hoard everything and do it all at once, and he's obviously doing it piece by piece. Alright, we've got about 2 hours left in the attack phase. My opponent always waits to the last second, sometimes frightfully late. I was looking at his history and there were times he was attacking at like 5 minutes before the round ended. So I'm not expecting him to go until I go, which is fine. Let me show you the board and we'll see what is what. I put a really hard defense. I didn't want him to clear me at all. He tends to save more for offense. So down here at the bottom, I put my Jedi Master Luke right out front. I also put Grievous and Shot clones down here in the bottom. Want to make him use up as many good squads as he can. I also up top have the threat of both CLS and gas up here along with a crew squad and a new team. And then in the back, I've put Darth Revan. So even if he does get through the front, I don't know that he'll have enough left to get through my Revan in the back. Ships, I still went light on defense. I'm still holding my 2 ships for offense. It's been the theme the whole season. I just don't want to fail on ships, and I'm not feeling really confident with them lately. So that's the route I went with that. Now on defense, what did he leave me? He left me a couple tough teams. This Padme squad is tough. He's left me a Grievous squad and Mon Mothma. Once again, though, here's our Grievous. It's Relic 3, but doesn't have all the 6-dot mods on it. He's only 100,000 health. Down on the bottom, he's left me a Shot Clones, but a fairly weak one. This CLS Han and Chewie is probably the scariest team he's left me. And then he's left a Jedi Knight Revan team, but it's Basti lead, which I'm not sure why he would do that, but that is what I'm facing. So as always, I will start here on the bottom. I'm going to start with the CLS team. Again, I think it's probably his most dangerous, and then we'll go from there. I will start against them with my Jedi Knight Revan. The thinking here is that if Han takes somebody out right from the get-go, I have Savior, and as long as that person is not Jolee, if they can't take Jolee out twice right away, I still have the reses, and I should be able to mark down Chewbacca, get him down, and get rid of the guard relatively quickly. So there goes Jolee's initial hit, but he didn't even kill him, so that's good. So now I can work down on Chewie, spread the foresight, and we keep calling Grandmaster Yoda there. And there goes Savior. And there goes Chewbacca. So now it's just a matter of getting these other two down. Continue to call in Revan and Grandmaster Yoda. And now we just got Luke. And we got the stun. So we'll see if we can't heal up that last little bit. I think I'm okay to actually do a heal here, because I think I'm both low on protection on Yoda and Revan. I can never tell. When it gives you bonus protection, I never know, do I still have full protection plus bonus or not? It's just a weird thing. So I'll call the assist. That should heal them both up, and we get the 54. Okay, so my next decision here was on this Jedi Knight Revan team with Basti lead. Initially, I was going to do Padme here, but that was kind of contingent on whether or not my Night Sisters can beat that Grievous. And honestly, I don't really even want to try. So I'm going to go with Jedi Knight Luke here instead, and that allows me to put Padme against his Grievous. I'm not expecting crazy squads in the back based on his history, so we'll just go here. He's going to get attacks first, though, because I don't have anybody on my team that's very fast. But they went against Jedi Knight Luke, so that's kind of like the best possible outcome. Let's go ahead and pile on Revan. We need to get rid of his Savior first. But since he is in the, not in the leader slot, it won't matter. It's a little bit tricky because he's got Jolee over there, but we stun Jolee. I'm confident I can kill these guys quickly and get over to Jolee. Oh, I was hoping for an ability block there, and he didn't even do the res. Surprising. So he's gonna get a res off, I believe, on Revan here. It's taking a while to get through this bonus protection. Maybe not. Let's see if I can get him down fast enough. Oh, we'll get the stun off. Even better. And we're through the protection too, so there we go. I should have taunted there. Either way, it's fine. There we go. That way, the only person who's losing protection is old Ben. That should do it. 53. 53. Alright, next up are the Night Sisters. We will go with some bounty hunter action. And we'll go with Aura Sting lead with Bosk and Mando. And the thing here with what the comp he's using that, you know, is not the greatest thing to do is he's got Acolyte, which is fine. She's going to go under stealth, but because I'm just planning on killing Talzin and Daka off with Mando, she's never going to get to benefit from going under stealth and being sneaky. As soon as I get the contract and disintegrate these ladies, then it's just going to be a matter of killing them. So once they're killed off once, then I'll get to kill her too. Although this is not going so well, and it looks like I'm going to lose Mando to the Plague. In fact, it looks like I'm going to lose everybody to the Plague. But we'll get Talzin out of there. She won't be around. I'm going to have to clean this up, though, which is really frustrating. So, looks like I underestimated this team quite a bit. Them only being gear 12 and 11. I didn't really think much of it. But then again, maybe they can't... If they can't kill my boss, then I will just kill them one by one. It's a lot of attacks they get. But yeah, it looks like Bosk is going to do it. Wow, this is going to be really, really terrible banners. But, yeah, good job, Bosk. Alright, well, let's make up for those bad banners, and let's do a Nest solo here. Against Shock, Echo, and Arc. I think this should be fine. Shock's only gear 12. The clones are both gear 11. Ideally, I'd like to kill Shock first, but honestly, it doesn't matter. There's no 5s here. There's no sacrifice. There are no super clones. There's no Rex for a big hit. There goes 1. See if I can get Arc out. There goes 2. And we are just left with Shock T. And a 55. Alright, let's open up the back, see what they left for me, see if they left any surprises, or if they stuck to their history. And it looks like they stuck to what's on the history. In fact, they made it weaker than normal. Wow, okay. Yeah, they didn't even put down what they normally put down. So, give me a moment, I'll be right back, get a plan together, and take the rest of these out. Alright, so let's go back up to the top. There's still some tough teams up there that we need to get through to get to his ships. So we got Padme's tough, Grievous is going to be difficult, and Mon Mothma I'm not anticipating being hard, but that's probably kiss of death right there, right? To underestimate it. We'll start with Padme, probably the toughest team we have left. I'm going to attempt to get through with my Traya with Thrawn. Always a little dicey when you've got Jedi Knight Anakin at Relic 7, Ahsoka's Relic 2, Padme's Relic 2, and I got 2 Gear 12s and a Relic 2 here myself. But past that to Traya, and isolate on Padme. Then we will go ahead and fracture Jedi Knight Anakin so that he stops. And then we will work on getting Anakin down. And hopefully that will coincide with getting a annihilate off to get rid of Ahsoka. We got the clutch, little clutch stun there on Anakin first time around, but he's gonna go now. Oh, but no, he won't, because we are gonna fracture him again. We almost have him down. One more round, and I will get the annihilate off as well. Ooh, one more hit, and Traya goes down though. This is gonna be bad. All right, so let's go here to there. Traya's down now. We have to annihilate Padme, because otherwise she's gonna start getting that protection up on everybody. This definitely still could go south, but I don't think it will. Not gonna be good banners. It's kind of the price I'm paying for setting such a hard defense. Is a lot of the counters that I have for his teams are, they'll work, but they're a little sketchy. So 50, I'm alright with that based on the lack of gear that my guys had comparative to his. So let's drop down here for Grievous. If that wouldn't have worked, what I would have done is I would have gone after Grievous with Night Sisters, which would have freed up my Padme to go after his Padme. But I'm glad that that worked, and I can just take my own Padme in here against Grievous. It's been what I've been using lately on Grievous here in 3s. It's been mostly successful, not 100% honestly. I've had a couple of hiccups. See if I can get a stun off. Nice. But that's also putting a mark. But it also forced B2 to heal Grievous rather than healing. Or B1 had to heal Grievous instead of healing B2. And I'm okay going after Grievous there and forcing the mark on B1. I'm going to have to hit B1 eventually anyway. So this way I can kind of ping back and forth. Let's go for kill him. And now I'd like to get one more heal up. So I'm going to go with the smaller attack. There we go. Very nice. But got back all my health at least. Only a 51, but a win. And then we've got this Mon Mothma, which I have my Han and Chewie for. And I'm hoping that that is enough to get stuff down quickly. We will take out Lando first. And while we have him stunned, let's see if we can stun Biggs. Nice, alright. Back on Lando. Back on Biggs. Of course, Mon Mothma brings him back right away, but that's alright. Lando's down again. The stun on Biggs? Nope, not quite. But this should kill Biggs right here. There we go. Which just leaves us some Night Sisters. We will go with the Wampa Wat that we did last time. I don't know if I need to bring Shore. Last time it didn't really do much of anything. So I think I'm going to leave him off this time. Just more banners to lose. Get that weapons tech over on Wampa. And we've got to kill through zombie here a couple times so that I can get to everybody else, but that shouldn't take long. And there goes Spirit with the Foresight, so I'll go after Ventress first. Just a matter of time. There goes Ventress. And cleanse that off. And dispel that as well. And done. And I always forget that Wampa's basic doesn't miss on Foresight, so I could have just gone after Spear Eye from the get-go. Alright, ships, what did he leave me? He left the Negotiator and some Thrawn Empire. I'm going to go with my Malevolence against Negotiator. I know it's not always the smartest move, but it's what I'm comfortable with. Won't be great banners, but still makes me happy when it works. And sometimes it works really well. Just kind of depends on how his Negotiator is geared and how it's modded and all that good stuff. But oftentimes with this particular configuration where he's got Anakin and the Y-Wing up front is usually my most successful counter to the Negotiator when I'm in arena and I fight through these things. So you can see we're already through Anakin. He had to use his unending, undying loyalty already, and in a second we'll be through his Y-Wing, and because of that he was scared and brought in Clone Sergeant. So we're going to be able to put in Spy, force the taunt over onto 5s, and blow 5s up immediately. There we go, and now all we have left is that Clone Sergeant. Get some Buzz Droids on it, and this is about as clean and successful a Malevolence counter on Negotiator gets. I lost a lot of protection here, but I didn't lose a single ship. And that leaves me with the Negotiator to go against his Empire. And apparently I can't find any of the ships I want. Alright, so let's try and get that bomber down as fast as possible. There it is. And they are smart, and they're going after my Anakin right away. Put a little more protection back up there. And anytime you go against the Empire fleet, it's always really tempting to try and get out Vader or get out whatever else they have in there, because they just seem like such easier targets. But it is the bomber that is the key. Attack. And good old Boba Fett always coming in first. Unless you really want a tank to come in first, Boba Fett is a horrible reinforcement to put, because he will always come in first. I'm about to lose my Anakin here. Let's make sure we are... Oh, I meant to click on Boba to get rid of the buff he had on him, so that was a waste. Make sure Anakin's got all of the protection I can get on him, and then let's just kill these guys. And that should do it. Alright, so successfully through the ships. I don't anticipate him having any problems with my ships either, though. He still has yet to go, and I am back here on the back. A lot of these squads are pretty weak, but I'm probably not going to do any undersizing. We'll just take them one by one. I just want to make sure we get good banners and get through them. We will start on Phoenix with Geos. If I can get a 54 or 53 on every single one of them, I'm fine with that. I don't need to worry about trying to undersize or go crazy. Plus, I've already used my Wampa and my Nest, so I'm not sure what else I have that would undersize stuff, other than maybe Vader. Let's go after Bosk, and we'll go with JTR. And let's stun Django. We'll wiggle and we'll wave on Bosk, and we'll go after Boba. Boba's down once. Boba's about to be down a second time. Let's see if we can get another stun on Django. Nope, not that time. It's another wave on Bosk. I don't know if we'll make it to Illuminated Destiny, but I'd like to because I'm missing a little protection on a few of them. So we're going to try and take it easy here on Bosk. And we're missing a lot of protection on BB-8. So we're just going to try and do basics if we can. One more should get us there. Don't kill Bosk yet. Alright, it's not going to heal up BB-8 all the way, but it will get JTR and R2 all the way up. Alright, this Cart Squad, we've got my Mon Mothma team. So we use them. I really like Mon Mothma against Karth, because Zalbar is constantly taunting, and the summon unit from Mon Mothma dispels on his basic, so he's constantly able to just clear that taunt every single time. So taunted up, taunt is gone. Alright, well, she stealthed. That's a bummer. So that's fine. We will work on Karth here. Oh no, we'll go back to mission. Go back to mission. And hopefully Zalbar is tanky enough that it will give me time to get my heals back on Kara. Maybe not. She's already lost quite a bit. So I kind of doubt she'll be able to get all that protection back. But we might get close. Everybody else will finish with full health and protection though. We're not going to try and extend this. We'll just try and get him down. 53 is fine. Even though it's getting close. Yeah. Against Hux, I will go with my Fin Poe, which I don't know is the greatest counter, but of my other options, these are the ones who have the best chance of finishing with high banners just because of their healing. But it's always a little sketchy because good old Red Trooper over there just hits so hard. So let's get him out of there. And let's try not to die. So forget good banners. Let's just make sure we win. That didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Maybe I should have picked a different option. Well, it's fine. And here we go with these guys. I think we will just two-man this with Palpatine and Vader. We'll end on not a solo, but a little bit of an undersized Force Crush. Merciless as soon as we get a chance. And let's kill Maul. He's squishy. And we already had a stun on Marauder. Marauder's really the only threat here. Savage could be a threat if he had his Zeta because they become difficult to kill, but it's not going to make any difference, I don't think. 54, not bad. All right, so not my most efficient match. I had a couple low scores. We got that 47 with my bounty hunters, a couple 50 and 51s. So not amazing, but decent. 2984 is not terrible at all. And we'll see what he ends up doing. He's got an hour and a half to get attacks done. We'll see if he gives it a shot, and I will let you know how it turns out. All right, we are back, and there is only a minute and a half left in the attack phase. Denislav waited till really, really late. I want to say there was maybe 35 minutes left in the attack phase before he even started. So I'm not even sure that he had enough time to clear even if he was going to, but he got stuck. So let me show you what ended up happening. He was unable to clear any zones. Up top, he only attacked the General Skywalker, and he did take it down in one. Didn't get a very good score, though. I want to say it was like 46 banners, something like that. He didn't even touch the rest of the top. He focused on the bottom, which is what I would do first, too. And he got through my Jedi Master Luke for 50, so I'm assuming he used his own. He got through my shot clones and my BAM for like 51 or 53, something like that. A decent score. And then he just got stuck on Grievous. As you can see, through 5 battles against it, couldn't get through it, and just eventually ran out of time and gave up. So never got to see the Darth Revan trap I set for him in the back. But in any event, that is it. We end up with a total of 2984 to 1466. I want to say thank you, Denislav, for the match. I enjoyed going against your defense, and I appreciate that you participated trying to go after my offense, because for a while there I did think he was just gonna not attack at all. So thank you for attacking. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I will see you in next match, our final match of season 19.